Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do. Before we get started, we got to give you guys your props for taking the time out to watch this video. And while you're here, do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave your comments down in the comment section. As we take a small look back at the Colorado spring game, what changes will happen? Who will be QB1? And what additions do you think we need to add to the offense and the defense to get better to start the 2025 football season? Let's go. Looking back at Saturday, the game itself was a very, 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 very good game as we started with Shador and Travis both getting their numbers and their names immortalized in that stadium. And as we've heard over the last week or so, the rumblings and the things of ex players and alumni and some fans being upset, saying that it was too soon for Travis and Shador to be immortalized in Folsom Field. And I'm of the ilk that they deserve it. They might as well get it. If you got a problem with it, take it up with the administration. It's not Coach Prime's fault. It's the old guard that didn't recognize its former players. It took them 20 plus years to recognize their first Heisman Trophy winner. And a year after his passing, they finally immortalized him in the stadium. That's way too long. Those players are still complaining about the past players that haven't been recognized in that stadium, but that's not Coach Prime's problem. And those players that are complaining now weren't complaining then before those numbers went up. You weren't having a hissy fit about players not being recognized before these two got recognized. So we'll leave it there and we'll move on to what took place on Saturday, which we saw Juju come out to start with the ones. And all in all, Juju had a pretty good performance. He came out kind of shaky, which was expected as a 17-year-old freshman starting your first spring game on the college level with that many people in the crowd, that large of a stadium. You expect it to be some hiccups, right? You expect him to have some nerves and not to perform at 100%. But now that that first initial game day feeling is out, we shouldn't see that anymore. And as you saw, once he got comfortable and once he got in his mode, his gameplay got better. Caden Salter played really good, was able to move the ball down the field with the second team and wasn't able to score, but they still moved the ball a little bit. You know, they went from end to end, ended up getting a field goal and things of that nature. Arden Walker showed us who he was. You know, beat Jordan Seaton off the edge on the first play. But after that, Jordan Seaton did what a freshman All-American does. He holds his own. You know, the offensive line looks pretty damn good. Still needs some work, still needs to add some pieces. But with Cash Cleveland moving on and jumping into the transfer portal, we'll see who gets that starting spot at center. As we saw Yaya play a little bit with the second team. He's still a little raw, got a lot of work to do, but hell, the dude came from Europe. I mean, he's progressed a lot since he's been with the team. So you never know how that's going to go. Quincy Wiggins is a mastermind. He's a beast because he's from Alabama, from Montgomery, Alabama. Of course, he's a beast. He's from Ireland. But all in all, the defensive showed to be pretty stout on all phases. The defensive line is going to be a monster. They got monsters, and they're still adding monsters. Coach Prime mentioned that he's going shopping for new players in the portal. You know, a couple of safeties, a linebacker or two, a few more defensive tackles, some offensive guys on the line, a few running backs, you know, a grown man as a wide receiver, as he put it. So all in all, the spring game was okay. It was what is expected. You didn't expect perfection. You didn't expect to see greatness out of any players. What you wanted to see was improvement. And you wanted to take a look at what's coming up this year. You know, as they add to the team will get better. But yet and still, we understand what we have. As I've been saying for a long time now, since we signed Caden Salter, that this will be a 2-quarterback offense. A lot of people still doubt that. I don't know why you doubt it. Juju showed you that he is that man. He can play this game on this level, and his arm is fantastic. So, if you don't believe this will be a 2-quarterback system, I want you to save this video and then come back once the season starts and then apologize, because that's what you're going to have to do. You can see the rumblings that there. You heard Pat Shermer say that when Caden's in, it's a different offense, and when Juju's in, it's a different offense, and that's only going to bode them real good in the upcoming seasons. That people and teams will have to be able to adjust to whichever quarterback's in the game, because once Caden's in the game, it's a more RPO offense, and once Juju's in the game, it's a more pro style offense. So that's going to mean defensive switching, linebacking switching, defensive line switching. You're going to need your faster defensive line when Caden's in. You're going to need your bigger offensive lineman when Juju's in, because the playing style is going to switch. The plays are going to switch, you know. So it's going to be something tremendous to see once the season starts. The wide receiver room is great. Like Coach Prime said, they only need one grown man. And with Mr. Williams on one side and the new transfer from the Camels on the other side, it's going to be crazy. They're going to be nuts. That wide receiver room is great. Mr. Q for 6 was looking great. Williams was looking great. The safeties on defense is looking great. So you can't be upset with what's coming out for 2025. I still got Colorado winning the Big 12 outright. There will be no tiebreakers this season. Colorado should win the Big 12. They have the best coaching staff and pretty much the best wide receiver room in the Big 12. A couple more running backs with Marshall Faulk coaching. That run game is going to be something to deal with. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Leave your comments down in the comment section. Do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And y'all know how we get down. We're going to holler at y'all. I'm out. Peace.